Yom Ha'atzmaut, Israel's Independence Day, is a day off from work, a day off from school. It's a day for hikes and the ubiquitous mangal or barbecue, a day to spend with family and friends outdoors, enjoying the beautiful spring weather. Although this year, we will be spending the day at home inside due to the current situation. But for many, the day has lost its meaning, its religious significance. What is the religious meaning of Israel's Independence Day? In one of his seminal essays, Kol Dodi Dofek, Rabbi Yosef Dov Soloveitchik explores the religious significance of the founding of the State of Israel. First delivered as an address in May 1956, celebrating the 8th anniversary of Israel's independence, Rabbi Soloveitchik draws upon the theme of missed opportunity in Shir HaShirim, the Song of Songs, and describes how the beloved, God, was knocking on the door of history, in the political arena, on the battlefield, and in the religious world, all which led to the founding of the state. Rabbi Soloveitchik charges us with the task of hearing those knocks and seeing God's hand guiding history. Is the State of Israel just a series of political machinations and aspirations that took place over the last 100 years? Or were all of the Herzls, Ben Gurions, Balfour Declarations, British mandates, San Remo conferences, and partition plans part of God's master plan? In answer to 2,000 years of yearning. Zionism didn't begin in the 19th century. For 2 millennia, the Jew dreamt of a return to Zion, to Zion, a return to the land of Israel. 3 times a day, we turned towards Jerusalem in prayer and asked God to speedily gather us together from the 4 corners of the earth to our land. We asked him to return in compassion to Jerusalem. Never did we relinquish the deep bond with our historic homeland. Never did we stop yearning, not even for a moment. We continued to dream. And in 1948, that dream became a reality with the establishment of the State of Israel. For me, it's the quintessential modern-day miracle. Like the fiery phoenix rising from the ashes of gas chambers and crematoria, the Jewish people rose up and returned home. The dry bones in Ezekiel's vision came to life and returned to their land and built a state. As the prophet Zechariah foretold, elderly men and women once again will sit in the streets of Jerusalem, and boys and girls will play in her streets. These are my children, and your children. The world witnessed the restoration of a Jewish state and a Jewish people. A nascent nation fought for its independence, and with God's help, persevered. God was smiling down at us at that moment. When I think about Yom Ha'atzmaut, I think about God's smile. And while things are far from perfect here today in the State of Israel, we're living at a unique moment in history. We recognize that it is Reshit Tzmichat Geulatenu, the first flowering of our redemption. The establishment of the State of Israel is no less a miracle than the Exodus from Egypt or the splitting of the sea. And it's a miracle that deserves to be celebrated, just like we would any festival. While there's a rich discussion among authorities if a new holiday may be added to the Jewish calendar, Rabbi Moshe Sofer, the revered Chatam Sofer, ruled that it is indeed a Torah obligation to celebrate a miraculous salvation. In fact, over the centuries, tens of communities have established holidays like Purim to commemorate and celebrate miraculous events. And following the establishment of the State of Israel, the chief rabbinate, together with leading authorities, looked at these precedents in establishing Yom Ha'atzmaut and later Yom Yerushalayim as religious holidays, with the recitation of Hallel and other festive prayers. The Talmud describes how King Chizkiyahu could have been made Mashiach, could have been chosen to be the Messiah, but for the fact that he failed to give praise upon the downfall of Sancherib, the king of Assyria. Chizkiyahu failed to give this profound experience religious expression. Let us not make that same mistake. So have your barbecue at home this year, but remember the religious significance of the day. Hear God knocking on the door of history. Remember his smile. Yom Ha'atzmaut Sameach from Jerusalem.